Quickly as I'm on my way out, I would share a story that I heard a very long time ago, but I never really actually understood it. And the story goes is that one day there are these dogs that protect the sheep. And the sheep have their average life and everything's okay, and the dogs are doing their duty. And what happens is the wolves decide that they're now going to send an ambassador to the sheep. And what they do is tell the sheep, it is the dogs that are keeping us apart. It is not us as wolves that have a problem with you sheep, and we want to get along with you sheep. It is the dogs that are causing this rift, and that we do not get along because of the dogs. And what then happens is the sheep that day decide that they're going to now go to the dogs. And what they do is they go to the dogs and tell them, we've been thinking about this and we agree with the wolves. We've never really had a problem with the wolves. And it's you dogs that are keeping us apart. And the dogs doing their duty, because that is what the dogs were doing, then say, all right, they now understand, and they are going to leave the sheep. And I'm pretty sure everybody can figure out what happens after that is that the wolves then come and they have the best meal of their lives, ripping the sheep apart and dining, and the dogs are no longer there or anywhere in sight to assist. And that essentially is the end of the story. And what you learn through that is that there's actually a few lessons, and everybody is entitled to interpret it as they wish. Is one, gratitude. Don't mistake different for better. When you have everything that you need, do not assume that out there, when somebody comes to you with a deal, that they're different now is what's going to be better. And essentially, the story of the wolves and how conniving they can be, in theory of you don't have to listen to everybody that tells you something. They're always going to have ulterior motives as to why they said it. Even amongst friends, when friends say something to other friends, there's always a something that friend wants in the situation, whether more friendship or whatever. It could even be love. It could be a positive thing, but they would always essentially say something coming from a place of wanting something to have said what they did. And the third thing that I essentially take from that story is that sometimes people are going to take you for granted for being there for them without knowing it. And you can't really get upset at them when they show you that they took you for granted and they do not appreciate you. It just is something that's in their character. It's in their realm of reality. It's in their perspective that they don't understand the value system same as you do, because they perceive the world differently to how you do. I hope that story helps some people wherever they may be in life. I believe in that story a lot. I often come across it in business and on a personal level where people come to me with different things when we are already great as where we are. And over time, I've learned, do not jump at it. Be grateful for what you have. You don't have to listen to everybody when they come to you. There is an ulterior motive. And as the dogs, you are going to be taken for granted in this life. sooner or later, somewhere along the line, there are people that you have wanted the best for that will take you for granted until they lose you and realize how much you did. I hope that story helped, guys. With love, always. Have a great one.